In the quiet outskirts of Kyoto, Japan, lived a poor young boy named Kai. He had nothing in the world except his small wooden home, and his father, Hiroshi, a humble fisherman who loved him more than anything. But one stormy night changed everything forever. Kai awoke to the sound of thunder, mixed with a scream that tore through the rain. He rushed outside, only to see a masked man standing over his father, a sword dripping with blood. Hiroshi looked at his son with fading eyes and whispered his final words. Kai, never bow to fear. Become stronger than the pain. The murderer disappeared into the darkness, leaving Kai alone in the storm, and a fire burning inside his heart. Years passed. Kai grew into a quiet, determined teenager, living in poverty but fueled by one purpose. He wanted the strength to face his father's killer, a gangster known as Ryuzen. One day, an old traveler told Kai of a place far from Japan, Kerala, India, home of Kalarippayattu, one of the oldest martial arts in the world. If you want true power, the traveler said, you will find it there. Desperate but determined, Kai sold his father's old fishing boat, their last memory, to afford the journey. His childhood friend Aiko cried as he left. Come back alive, Kai, stronger than your pain. Kai nodded, I will return when I am ready. And he began the longest journey of his life. In Kerala, Kai found an ancient training temple where he met Master Arjun, a strict but wise teacher. At first, Kai failed everything. He fell during footwork. He dropped weapons. His body trembled under pressure. But Master Arjun saw something in him, a fire that didn't burn out. Your body is weak, Kai, but your spirit is unbreakable. And so the real training began. Days turned into nights, nights into months, months into years. Kai learned the graceful yet deadly movements of Kalarippayattu. The sharp kicks, the powerful strikes, the flowing footwork, the mastery of curved weapons, the discipline of breath and mind. He pushed through pain, through hunger, through every weakness inside him. After 3 long years, Kai was transformed. A man carved by sweat, pain, and discipline. Before he left, Master Arjun placed a hand on his shoulder. Remember, he said, revenge can poison the soul. Fight for justice, not hatred. Kai bowed deeply and returned home. Kyoto welcomed him with cherry blossoms and memories of a childhood long gone. Aiko saw him and gasped. Kai, you look like someone forged in fire. He simply replied, fire is all I had left. Kai learned that Ryuzen, the man who murdered his father, had become the leader of a powerful underground gang. But fear no longer existed in Kai's heart. One by one, Ryuzen's men began to fall, defeated by a warrior who moved like wind and struck like lightning. A silent shadow of justice. Ryuzen finally confronted him in an abandoned warehouse hidden in the mountains. You, Ryuzen growled. Hiroshi's weak little boy. Kai stepped forward. But today, I am a storm you created. And the final battle began. Ryuzen attacked with brutal force, his katana flashing in the dim moonlight. Kai moved with perfect Kalarippayattu grace, dodging, striking, flowing like water, fierce like fire. Steel clashed. Sparks flew. Dust swirled around them like a living storm. Kai delivered a marmot strike that weakened Ryuzen's arm. The gangster dropped his sword and fell to his knees. Finish it, Ryuzen shouted. Kai lifted his blade, but suddenly remembered his master's words. He lowered it. Killing you won't bring my father back, Kai said softly. Justice will. He struck once more, disabling Ryuzen, and delivered him to the authorities. The man who destroyed Kai's family would spend the rest of his life behind bars. As the sun rose over Kyoto, Kai stood on a hill with Aiko by his side. Cherry blossoms drifted in the gentle morning breeze. You kept your promise, she whispered.
Kai breathed in the peace he had chased for years. It's time, he said quietly, to build a life, not from pain, but from hope. And the poor Japanese boy who once had nothing returned home as a man who mastered not just martial arts, but his own spirit.